It's Saturday. Let's go finish that Autotune.
Altitude hold.
Oh man.
I redid the accelerometer calibration twice when I opened it up to 2 times to put the foam in, and I still had to chase it all over the field. I think it's where the battery is, causes it to drift around bad, and altitude hold and stabilized. And it's still bouncing. We'll just have to address that separately. The wind was dead still when we left the house, but by the time we drove a half hour to the west and got to this field, and this field just being wide open, no trees to block anything, we had a really gentle breeze when we started, and it was kind of constant, so it was real easy to deal with. Not something I should not do the auto tune during. You just face it into the wind, especially for this pitch one. But you can see it's blowing it around. Now the wind continued to get more and more as I got ready to do the yaw axis, and by the time I finished it was blowing pretty good. Kind of strange. We went to the really big sod field, even though it's a longer drive away, and the wind just sounds worse than it really was because the GoPro's inside of a little case that's got openings in it, and it's just amplified. And the wind wasn't that bad at all. It was really like 2 or 3 miles an hour and constant. And I do believe pitch is finished. Cool. And it's a little bit of a walk back to the car. So when I got back to the car, I had to take out the notebook, connect to it, see whether or not the pitch tuned, which it did, and then change the auto-tune perimeter to yaw and fly the second flight.
Altitude hold.
honest, the wind's not as bad as it sounds, but I thought I had the accelerometers. Maybe the garage isn't level either. I think it may be where the battery is on each of the times I put it on, because I had to change the battery. But look how fast this thing's drifting backwards. And this is what I'm talking about, the holes in this case on this GoPro making all that noise when there wasn't that much wind. This whole area right here is open so you can take the card in and out. And a likewise area on the other side over here is completely open so you can get to all these connections. It's not a waterproof case. And just the way this was catching the wind in these openings, it's what's making all that wind sound like it was terrible. It really wasn't. It was a very low, gentle breeze. It wasn't blowing the platform around. I think it's just where I had the battery. I think I got a good accelerometer calibration in the garage, although I'm going to have to go put a level on the garage floor and see if it's level or not. It might not be. But it certainly didn't want to kind of stay in one place, and that was altitude hold, so it doesn't do anything with the right and left, forward or backwards. But the wind really wasn't bad enough to blow it around, honest. So now let's look and see what the logs tell us happened. I didn't look at them at the field. I just didn't take much with me. I woke up, and went outside, and it was just so calm again. It's been really calm the past few days. Oh, I don't actually need to be connected to the platform. Just go ahead and disconnect there. So this is a log of the first flight. This was the pitch being tuned. Just wanted to look at battery here for current. Yeah, see what kind of current was being used. 6 right through here for a hover. Cool. 4 motors, that's pretty good. Up to somewhere around 12ish. One big spike there. But anyway, we can see a little message right there that says Autotune success right there. While we're in here, gonna look at GPS satellites. How many satellites? Number of sats. And this is 16 right here. This is 13. So was 13 or more most of the flight. I require 8 to take off. Not sure why these drop down. I think that may be when it's moving, rolling or pitching. Be interesting to get more graphs to look at and learn more and more and more and more about this one. What the altitude? Yeah, there wasn't much change in altitude. So the next log will be when I tuned the yaw. Nothing should change much there. 6. Didn't bounce around as much in current when it was tuning the yaw. We can see a little message right here that says Auto-Tune success. I will tell you, you can see wherever this message is, I don't know. I wished I knew more about these logs. I don't know if on the front of this wording up here is where it happened, and that's around 14 minutes and 17 seconds, or if it's in the center of this labeled message up here and it's more here. Guess there's only a difference of 2 seconds here, huh? Is that what that is? No, 2 minutes. Yeah, we were out there about 2ish. So this is in military time, 24-hour clock. That's still pretty good flight time. Let's see what we got here. 6 minutes. Looks like about a 6-minute flight. It's pretty good on that little 1400 milliamp hour battery. Although I did find when I brought it back to the shop, it was also really close to storage. Number of sats, 18. Yow. 17. Now down here's 15. That was the second flight. That's pretty good. With this many locked up, 15 or more locked up, only a difference of 3 up here at 18. Whatever's causing this, where it lost a sat here for a while, picked it back up, even though it's losing others in here. Don't understand that fully yet, but as I get to see more and more and more of these logs, we'll figure that one out. So I got a good auto tune. I wonder what vibrations are like. On the x-axis. Y. Take X away. It's the Z I'm really interested in. All that bouncing. I'll have to look at this against a graph in the manual tuning section of Ardu, where they talk about measuring this vibration. So I'll know what I'm looking at over here on the left. So there's the little 5-inch. I think I can pretty much call it ready for flight testing and playing with, and I don't think I'm going to get many really crazy surprises out of it. I probably expect one or two. That's just the nature of the beast. The new walk snail should have come today. It's supposed to be here by 9, but one of the mail people has already arrived, and unless they've got it out for a special delivery, it's not going to come until Monday. But this is ready to have the walk snail system changed out on it, and then called it ready to fly. Now, it's not completely finished by any means. I haven't put my fail safes on. There's various and sundry things I'll be doing with just switches on the radio for changing the OSD screens around, etc., etc., etc. But it is 99.9% finished. That was going to be, the 7-inch was my main winter build, along with the Sky Hunter 1800 build back there with landing gear, which also has my other walk snail system on it. So these are the only two with walk snail on it. I'll be finishing that one up soon, but I am going to go back to maidening some of the ones behind me. But this one, we'll call it, like I say, 99.9% finished. Ain't going to be much, not many more videos on the build portion of this at all. I do want to get the walk snail fixed again. Like I say, I want to see what happens when this takes off, if it comes out of standby mode. And then I want to get to the Sky Hunter back there for the same reason. See what happens to it when it takes off, if it comes out of standby mode. Interesting to find out. So, I guess this was the second winter build that went a long time past winter, finishing up on that one, didn't I? Alright guys, that's all for now. Thank you so much.